Yo guys, Master Markov here, and welcome to another Steam one-shot with Mothmen 1966. So, today we are going to be playing another Adventure X narrative game demo, and this time I really am curious about this game. I don't even know how to really say this kind of retro style game. It's not necessarily similar to LucasArts point-and-click adventures. It's more like, I don't even know. It feels like its own genre taking form. And honestly, I really love these style of art games because I am a person for like all of the retro pixel art games personally. But this just has a different feel to it. Kind of like Faith trilogy with those games, where even though the visual style seems like it was made something back in like 1985, it does have that feel of a modern game, and I do love it. And I feel like if someone was to go back and have like this style of art in an old game like that, I would have really loved to see it. It's so odd that now that there's like been a retro revolution. Hold. 3 men, 5 black, discard pile. Oh, 3 red and 5 black in the discard pile. Okay. 1 of 6 cards face up on the counter. 2 are red, 4 are black. So 5 red and all, and 9 black. You have no more moves. So you have to bet now. Black card. Large majority of the face-up cards are black. You know that betting against a streak is usually dangerous. Even though you've already chosen, you decide to stay away from the counter. You can't bear losing again. Think of your grandma, Elsie, trying to win a solitaire for over 60 years. Take a deep breath and keep sweeping. Elsie's been paralyzed from the waist down since she was 21. Your mom was only 2 months old. Winter, Elsie taught you to play solitaire. Your parents and sisters have been dead for almost a year. You're gonna forget their faces. Dang, I thought I was playing like as him, like at a bar. This dude's just sweeping in like a 7-Eleven. Although you cook for her, do her laundry, bathe, and even dress her, still feels like she's the one taking care of you. Close your eyes and almost feel Elsie stroking your hair. You're 11 years old again, kneeling next to her bed, crying your heart out. Suddenly the bell rings. You feel an invisible force trying to drag you into the present. Well, that's always fun. What do you mean keep your eyes closed? Look through the window! Those fucking kids. Great. First Brad is followed by 2 more. They step on the hose and activate the bell for a 2nd and 3rd time. You don't know what comes over you. You yell some things at them. You're too ashamed to remember? What the heck? You justify yourself by thinking that they might be the ones who got into your garage that night. You stole some parts of the replica machine. What? You replica what now? Hold on 1 small second. I don't like where this main character is going. And considering this is the prologue, I feel like I am not going to survive for very long in this. Like, this definitely doesn't seem like the kind of main character that would survive in any movie whatsoever. But you know, it can't possibly be that bad. No, I mean, it can't be Eternal Castle bad, at least. I mean, shoot, didn't like the entire planet blow up in one of the endings? Which also, I must say, is a game that looks incredibly like this, but I like how this is more point-and-click narrative than anything. Don't let anyone mess with your project. The winning steam machine gun is a jewel of your class. Oh, thank God it's a steam machine. Wait a minute, there are actual steam machine guns! Oh God, I don't like this. For a second, I don't know why, a wave of relief washed over me, like it was a steampunk thing. But then I remembered, oh, there are actual, real steam machine guns that do fire bullets. I think it's a similar concept to like a rocket-powered pistol, where you just shoot a bullet, the projectile itself propels itself, which is why it's viable for like space warfare, which God hope I never have to worry about needing a better pistol for space warfare. But it kind of has the same concept, except instead of, you know, high-powered concussion, not concussion, I don't even know what is combustion. It's, you know, basically air pressure with steam at a high enough velocity that it'll, well, do somewhat similar damage to a normal bullet. Let's just say that. Kids yell at you old freaking laugh, sheltered by the distance. Yeah, great. That's what I need. Old kids laughing and making fun of me. How dare they? Deep down, you know that can't be them. What do you mean you know it can't be them? It could be. You're not 100% sure. You know. World never knows. Could be those meddling kids. Could be anybody else. Beats me. How they know which parts of the machine gun were worth stealing? You know what? That's a good point. I'm pretty sure if you saw a steam machine gun, you ain't gonna know which parts are worth stealing. That's all I'm saying. Whoa, 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 what the heck? What just opened up here? Okay, that was weird. Anyway, that guard dog's being brought over a few days, and you'll be able to stop your worrying. Check the hose. Think about what someone told you at the bar about replacing the hose with a thicker one that can only be activated by weight of a car. That's a good point. Maybe you should do that. Honestly, I don't know why you wouldn't. What happens if the kids jump with their bikes and land on top of the hose with no wheels, you ask? He's always going to find some way to bust your balls, they replied. Let's go back in. Try to calm down. Look at the shelves and think it's solitaire your grandma taught you. Which is why I'm wondering why it matters whether there's a red or black card coming out of the freaking deck. It don't matter. This is solitaire. And if you can't win solitaire in a matter of 60 years, I think your grandma must be teaching you something wrong. All I'm saying. All I'm saying. Grandma always said that everyone has their place in the world. That people keep dancing around it without ever reaching it. To win this solitaire, you have to stop dancing. You know what, the chances of winning are incredibly low. Almost zero. You can't bring yourself to turn over the next card, so I start sorting the shelves instead. Doing simple jobs builds up your self-confidence, and provides you some illusion of control. You know what, I like the middle shelf. It's got some green cans on it. This can. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you know what? Place something from the lower shelf. The box. Yeah, there we go. Place something from the upper shelf. The bottle. And then we're going to replace something with the middle shelf, and it'll be the other can. Then we'll go replace something from the lower shelf, and it'll be the bottle. And then we go replace something from the middle shelf, it'll be the empty spot, and boom, baby, wait a minute. Oh, no, this is not right, is it? Because, like, wait a minute. Check shelves. Good. One type of product for each shelf. I mean, I kind of like it. I feel like, you know, I should have organized it by the color on the right. Didn't even notice that. Why do I feel like I'm about to have a hit by the mafia done on me? What is this? Who are these people? You scratch your head. Hey, you reorganized my shelves! This time sorting the shelves doesn't help. Feel the same urgency as before, and you can't think of anything else. Card going to be black? Need to be black. Suddenly the air seems heavy, and you find it a bit difficult to breathe. 3 men in black are staring at you. Oh, Jesus. Okay. These kind of... Oof. These do look like your generic men in black goons, that's for sure. I do not like the look of that one. I can't tell which face is scarier. That one that looks like it's straight out of Terminator. That one that looks like I'm literally having a laser eyes stared through me. And this one that actually looks like a real 80s android. Through the window you see a black Cadillac by the pump. Yes? You wish you'd ask them how they got into the station without you hearing the door open. And the bell, you know, that you just checked the hose for. Or how they left the car there without the bell ringing. But that trembling yes was the only thing you managed to utter. The moose. Who's? After a few seconds of not receiving any response, you decide to break the silence. Give them directions. You bought a woman a whiskey. You don't know if it's the right move, but you try to relax and be more friendly. Do you know a more effective way to socialize?
Me not thinking this is working.
You told her the dream about your grandma. She'll run through your body. It's been a few weeks since that night, and even though you had a good time with Martha and have no regrets, something about the way these men in black ask their questions make you uneasy. What do you want to know? Granny in the forest. One of the men farther back lets out a cracking noise. Look at him believing he's laughing, but the man in black expression doesn't change. My grandma has been bedridden for over 60 years, but in the dream I saw her running around through the woods. Start from the beginning. And don't omit any details. You don't know if it's the way they look at you because of a certain authority in their voice, but you tell them everything about the dream. 5 or 6 weeks ago, you woke up in the middle of the night, certain that something had happened to your grandma. You ran up to her room, and Elsie wasn't in bed. The window was wide open. You ran to it, saw something walking through the trees. It was her. She was holding a rifle of the kind your ancestors would have carried in the Civil War. Man! Why in the world is your grandmother running through the trees with a Civil War rifle? Try to call out to her. Your grandma started running and shot 2 or 3 times into the blackness of the forest. You're about to go down to find her, a winged figure with glowing red eyes appeared in the front of the window and screamed. Stumbled backwards. After hitting your head in the bedpost, you lost consciousness. You woke up in your bed and remembered the dream almost instantly. Went upstairs 2 at a time and opened the door to your room. Your mother slept peacefully. The bedside table was a glass of milk you brought her every night and a deck of cards she used to play solitaire. In the days that followed, you tried to convince yourself that it had been a dream, though you couldn't explain where the little stitches at the base of your skull had came from. After a few seconds, one of the men in black speaks again. Spots on her legs predate her birth, Holt. What? What's he talking about? Referring to dozens of moles on your grandmother's legs? What do they mean by saying those spots predate her birth? Plus, you always make the same joke when you sponge her calves. Be thankful that I have to clean my legs and not my grandfather's. According to what she told you, your granddad had been shot dead in an experimental weapon early in the Civil War, where his legs were ripped to shreds. What? The Winnenstein gun, son. Machine gun that doesn't appear in any book. Think about the replica you're putting together in a workshop. I wonder if it was the men in black who'd stolen those pieces. You're not telling anyone else about this visit, Holt. You start to complain when one of the men in black picks up a card from the counter. Top card of the deck. Crunch horrifies you. The teeth of the man in black seem to tear more than simply paper. Desperate, you throw yourself under the counter and look for the card. The card is pounding. Look out the window and you don't see the Cadillac. You walk to where the car was parked a few moments ago. You step on the hose. The bell rings. What the Jack of diamonds. Mother, it's red. Think about the edge of one of the men tore off. Remember the noise he made when he'd shoot it. Was it a threat? A warning? Wonder if you should tell your grandma everything that happened, or just keep your mouth shut. Keep playing solitaire with a marked card. Oh, that's gotta ruin solitaire. Oh, dang. Wait, what? Oh, okay. I thought this was the end. We're skipping to chapter 2. Okay. After a tense journey, Victoria and her boyfriend, Lee, have just arrived at Holt's gas station. Lee's planned a special date for Victoria, watching the Leonid meteor shower together? Interesting. He turns off the car and looks at you in the eye. He smiles. And the smile seriously pisses you off. Yeah, you know what? I'm telling you. I had enough with those Mothmen from before. I'm telling you. Before you go open your mouth, Lee taps you on the leg. Wait here, Vic. I swear you won't believe it. Bite your lip and take a deep breath. You see him greet someone. Holt? He had written Holt Station on the map he'd thrown on your lap 20 minutes ago. Written it by hand, and it might as well have said Hort Station or Holt Station. Hell Station, even. Lee's handwriting has always been intriguing to you. I remember the time you mentioned it to him, and he responded with a disproportionate anger. Nonsensical rant which involved several philosophers of language. And it's all because you told him his handwriting was dreadful. But you now know where those reactions come from. The night you got drunk by the lake, Lee told you his father wouldn't have wanted to be born ugly. Excuse me? After the initial surprise, you couldn't stifle a belly laugh, and Lee looked down. For a few minutes, he didn't want to tell you anything else. Finally convinced him to continue. I always got what I wanted just by smiling. Ugly people have to develop other muscles. Unfortunately, those other muscles are the ones that last. You couldn't believe those words had come out of the mouth of a flesh and blood human being. Honestly, that is a little creepy. Who says that? Maybe some poorly written character from a cheap romance novel, but Lee's father? You picture Lee that night, throwing pebbles from the shore, while telling you everything about his father's teachings. All that frustration. That the night you got pregnant? You've both been drinking. Suddenly you find it difficult to breathe. The interior of the car feels like it's getting smaller and smaller. You need some air. I suppose you should say hi. Holt, right? Holt seems startled. Hello. Yeah, his last encounter wasn't exactly very good. I can imagine why. This is Victoria, my girlfriend. Be right back, Vic. See them walk away with a box they took out the trunk. Looks like pizzas. And for the effort Holt's putting in, seems heavy. Probably not pizzas. What's inside the box? What's in the box? See enough 7 for this? You know, I did actually see 7, and I swear I was not saying what's in the box that whole time. I honestly instantly knew. It's the head. Like, what mystery was there? Like, is there actually anything in there? Did he kill him and then look in the box and there's nothing and they just messed him up on purpose? Like, come on. Oh, wait, hold on. I didn't read the last one. You're not stupid. You know, Lee has some business on the side behind his work as an intern at the university. You heard rumors, and you have your suspicions. However, you never did do much digging. You prefer to keep it a mystery, something to make Lee a little more interesting. You light a cigarette. Would Lee be a good father? A question you still haven't had the courage to ask. Would you be a good mother? Don't you start showing moths. Don't you start showing moths in a game. Wait a minute. Don't tell me that Mothmen isn't necessarily like, oh, code name for those Men in Black or something like that, which I definitely was assuming from every single trailer of this. It's actually whatever that angelic kind of figure is, was actually just really a Mothman because of the wings, and that's what the Mothman of 66? God, this is, oh man, I don't want to have to fight a Mothman. So what the heck is a Mothman? How are you going to explain a Mothman? There are some things you could explain, you know, with some science like that. But a Mothman, I don't even think a moth has enough DNA to affect a person like that to turn him into a Mothman. Let's repeat at irregular intervals. Small Wallace approached the light to get electrocuted. Is that love, Victoria? You laugh and shake your head from side to side. You think of all the manuscripts you've torn up. You tried poetry, drawing. History seemed like an obvious choice. You don't need any talent to be a historian. Well, I feel like that's an insult to historians right there, but okay. And what the heck am I looking at? Either this is am I actually looking at something right here? Or is this the game messing up? Because the window and everything is like gone. I would assume that I was looking at bushes, but okay, I am. Oh, thank God. I thought the game messed up for a second there. No, it's just, Arnold Schwarzenegger coming out from the bushes after he defeated the Predator. Just normal style.
What the heck is this, man?
Hello? Man talks to himself while holding something in his hand. Ooh. Have you seen any winged creatures flying over the area yet? For a moment, you think he's asking about some kind of tricky question, and you remain silent. However, something about him tells you that he's genuinely asking. You look at the man bathed in a streetlight, and the scene fascinates you.
Honestly, that is a nice-ass thumbnail right there.
That's a thumbnail and a half if I ever seen one. Is this right here. Not gonna lie. Surreal. Some of your old friends would have said. The ones that organized poetry night and read Littéralement. Excuse me, you are... Oh, yes, sorry. Hill. Lou Hill. Writer. Victoria Greenberry. History student. Winged creatures, Mr. Hill? Lou, please. Can I call you Victoria? You nod. I'm looking into a dozen reports, Victoria. Numerous witnesses claim to have seen human-sized winged creatures flying over the area. Angels? Lou smiles, but the smile doesn't last long on his face. Look here at the top of the street. The trees. It won't take you long to find one. You aim at the area Lou just told you. Everything's blurry, so you decide to adjust the binoculars. Why do I feel like I'm looking at like a Sasquatch photo like this? Or Siren Head. Just the focusing wheel. Left. Left. Okay, right. Can't rotate further to adjust the focus. Can't focus, try adjusting the diopter first. It's adjusted to compensate for some issues with my left eye. Try adjusting the same with both eyes, then focus. Okay. Oh. The left does change in your left eye. Oh. Okay, back, adjust the focusing wheel, right. Oh, left. Wait. What the? It's just a second, but you think you saw something up there. Was it suggestion? I don't think they're angels, Victoria. Before I tell you my theory, I need your help. Could you draw in this notebook what you just saw? Well, I did take up drawing. Any other time you would have refused some witty comment. But there's something about Lou Hill that invites you to play along. Yeah, because, this freeze frame makes him look like Urkel, and he probably talks like he's somebody at an old-timey TV show. Like he's Gilligan off Gilligan's Island. I wonder if the fact that he represented himself as a writer had something to do with it. I guess draw the body. Wait, human chest with huge wings. All around body with... No. Human chest with huge wings. Redraw. Chicken wings. No. Redraw. Human chest with huge... No. Redraw. Wide chest, short arms. No. Redraw. Human chest with huge wings. Draw the head. Little owl head? Nah. Let's see the huge owl head. No. Alien-like head? A little bit. Kinda, but I kinda like the little owl head. Like the little owl head. Weird bird-like legs. What else we got? Wide hips and short legs? No, definitely not that. Let's... Thin insect leg. You know what? That's kinda it. But I like the weird bird-like legs. That's what I think. Working it back, you write some notes further describing what you saw. Oh, as if, what I saw wasn't bad enough. I mean, honestly, seeing an owl person... we can't go with owl person. This is Mothmen. But, this is not quite what I saw.
It's not exactly it, you know what I mean? So I feel like it's weird that they don't give you an option to like be more exact with it. Though I love the fact that like if this alludes to what they look like in game, like the actual design is gonna look more like whatever you draw here of the actual monster when it's like chasing after you, that would be hilarious. Just think about it, you could do like the wide hip person with like the tiny little legs, and you could have the huge legs with like a tiny little waist, and then the huge owl head on top of that. Oh man, that would be hilarious to see you run at you like waddling like that. Oh man, nah. But I think this is actually a pretty good design. What I have currently made, not to compliment the artist too much, because I do love my art. Nonetheless, it seems that I have gone unappreciated in these years. Working the notebook back, you write some notes further describing what you saw. Blue hadn't asked for them, but somehow they make you feel less anxious. Why? Honestly, I feel like that's exactly what he would want. Never felt confident about your work. Blue looks at the notebook for a few seconds that feel too long. You think about the time you showed your sketches to your art teacher. How he embarrassed you in front of the rest of the class. Motherfuck. What? Sorry. I was talking to myself. Can't help but blush. Victoria. Weren't you glad to hear Lee's voice? All good. Although he seems to be talking to you, Lee keeps staring at Lou. Lou Hill, writer. Lou holds out his hand. Lee Miller, historian. Lee walks over and puts his arm around you. Back to Lou. His back to Lou. You know he must have been annoyed that Lou introduced himself as a writer. Although it's hard for you to admit, you like to be hugged. You feel safe. You think you would also feel safe in your grandmother's arms, or in the arms of any other strong woman in your family. But the heat of Lee's body, hardness of his muscles. You remember all those biologistic arguments you hate so much and you can't help but smile. It's like you're cheating when nobody's looking. Come on, Vic. Let's see the surprise. Close your eyes. Oh, I don't like this. I'll close my... I don't like this. I don't like... You know what? Because... You know what wouldn't have messed me up so much? If they didn't give me a choice. But you know what messes me up even more? The fact that they gave me a choice here, and they gave me a choice back in the first chapter. Well, technically the prologue chapter at that, where they said, Holt, close your eyes or go look at the kids outside. I do not like that they gave me this choice. Which makes me want to say no, but I'll close my eyes. I'll play along. I'm not closing my eyes for this full game, but I am not closing my eyes for this full game. I am not. I'm not doing it. But for the demo, I will close my eyes. Close your eyes and let Lee guide you. Now open them. As beautiful as this is, Lee, maybe now's not the time for a picnic. Oh, I'm saying there's plenty of Yogi Bears out there looking for a picnic basket. Just saying. Maybe tonight's not the night. I don't know. I did see there's like this Mothman. Ooh, a dog. Hey, there's this Mothman that's out there, and I don't think I love that. Dang it, I just clicked because I was clicking on the dog. So, what do you think? Romantic dinner for two? The same meteor shower that amazed our ancestors. What makes you think it amazed them? Probably made them think, holy heck, the sky is raining fire. Just saying. You instinctively put your hand to your belly. When you realize it, you quickly put it in your pocket. Oh, you haven't told him. I was under the obvious impression that you hadn't told them. But, the fact that she really didn't tell him. Oh, boy. Look at the dog tied to the post. Oh, that ain't... Oh, I thought that... that ain't a good-looking... That's a mean dog. That's a mean-looking dog, right? If you took this exact still and didn't preface it with, looking at the dog at the post, I would think that's a still of a werewolf or, a were-raccoon kind of thing.
right now that is about to attack me, because that doesn't look good. Oh, I don't like the sound of the growling in the dark with like the short static. I mean, it's cool. 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 What the heck did you just do? You reached the end of the demo. See, I knew it. I knew something was gonna happen to that girl. Something's gonna happen to that girl in that forest, and I'm not gonna be able to see what it is. Dang. Stay tuned for the full release of Mothmen 1966 on July 14th. Yes, unfortunately, the release date for this has already passed. I just have not gotten the demo yet, and because it was part of the Adventure X Narrative Game Demo Festival, I honestly really wanted to play it. I am in love with this so far. I like the game a lot, and while it's not, fully interactive like the Eternal Castle is, I think I actually like this kind of style of retro game for this art style a lot better for something like this. It feels like it's a mix between the original point-and-click games with like a full, essentially, choices matter visual novel kind of thing. Who knows, it might be point-and-click when I get further into it. But I'm kind of hoping it's not, purely because of, from a narrative standpoint, and also as a gameplay standpoint, I do not want to have to point and click to have to run from any Mothmen. You know, would be kind of nice. But for now, we're going to have to end this video here. So if you guys like this video, like, comment, subscribe down below. Hope to see you next time with more Scene One-Shots, more Adventure X narrative game demos, and more Mothmen 1966. Peace.